Well, good morning, folks. I think we got someone in the room. And if we don't, we'll have someone in the room very shortly. So, welcome back to a new week of MassCom 101. We will get underway in just a little less than 2 minutes. I see someone just entered the room. Two people in the room. Hello, Evan. I figured you'd be the first one in. Good to see you. Good to see evidence of you. All right. Four people in the room. Yeah, I was just thinking as I look at these numbers going up, in terms of people coming into the room, this is one time where I want to steepen the curve. I want more folks to come in more quickly. Hello, Georgia. How are you? Five people. Hello, Ethan. Boy, it's been very summery out, hasn't it? Hello, Jackie. Good to see you. What are we at? 9:09. Okay. Hello, Louie and Ziggy. Good to have you here. All right. All right. Well, I've got it at 9:10, so I guess it's time to start. Let me start rolling through my notes here. Note number one, you have probably gotten an email from Dr. Vyar, the superintendent president of Glendale College, that summer school will all be remote instruction or distance education. And I know you're saying, well, what's the difference between remote learning and distance education? Well, what we're doing in this class is remote learning. So your Tuesday, Thursday, 9:10 class, you show up here Tuesday, Thursday at 9:10, just as you would show up in the classroom. It's called synchronous remote learning. Distance ed, which we will also have a lot of in the summer, distance ed is the fully online class where there's certain assignments that you have to do by the end of the week or what have you. And the class never gathers in one place at the same time. So summer will all be online, whether it be remote learning or distance ed. I don't know about the fall yet. There is no official word out from Glendale College. Among local universities, Cal State Fullerton has said that they will at least begin the fall semester online. Other local universities and community colleges, haven't decided either way on it. So stay tuned. In your announcements section on Canvas today, I have posted the Associated Students events calendar. Think about what a tough time this is for your student government, right? They're used to planning activities on campus. Well, I've got to say they've adapted pretty well. As you go through their activities calendar, you see that they have organized a number of online events that, yeah, they're fun, they're instructive, they're a lot of things. I mean, just one example is this evening they're going to have a virtual GCC's Got Talent competition. That sounds kind of fun. So, if you wind up being part of that, you'll have to let me know how it went. Let's talk about supplemental instruction. Supplemental instruction will be today at 12:30. Stephanie will be covering the television chapter. It will be on the Discord platform, as the other SIs have been recently. Now, what is different is that Stephanie has gotten a permanent link on Discord. And so I've put that also in the announcements on Canvas. So if you're intending to go to the SI today, find that post in the Canvas announcements, and you will have the Discord link for SI for all the sessions for the rest of the semester. All right, up next. Your term paper is due 9 days from now. So what that also means is that if you want to get the early bird special, the 2 additional points, the deadline is this Thursday, May 1st. So just be ready for it. And, or I'm sorry, this Friday, May 1st. There we go. This Friday. I've already gotten a few papers and graded them. They're looking pretty good. If you have not gotten to your term paper yet, I think you really need to do that awfully soon. Term papers written at the last minute are typically not great term papers. All right, up next. I am going to declare Thursday catch-up day. And what I mean by catch-up is I don't mean, Heinz or anything like that. It is the time where you should tell me what you've missed, and we'll try to figure out how you can catch up. Especially over the last week or two, I've had students contact me through email and say, I missed these media note quizzes, or I missed, the quiz 2 or what have you. And I've done what I could to give those students a chance to catch up. So on Thursday, if there's specific things that you missed and they closed on you on Canvas, then sure, that'll be catch-up day. I'll go into the system and extend you. The other thing that we're going to be doing on Thursday is I'll be taking your questions regarding the term paper. The term paper is a major part of the course. It carries as much point credit as the midterm or the final. So yeah, Thursday also, if you're wondering a little bit about your term paper, hopefully they'll be the type of questions where you're pretty far along on it and you're trying to figure out, what'll take it from that semi-final draft stage to the version that can really be turned in for a good grade. All right, so I think all of that said, it is time for the question of the day. So, as we are a month or more into this crisis, if you're anything like me, it's like, gosh, it's getting to where I would really need a haircut. Now, I got this as a gift a few years ago, and I didn't think I'd ever really use it because I have a barber of many years who, I would go to, and he would take care of all that. Well, we finally got this thing out and working last weekend, and it was a little scary getting a home haircut by, a family member who's not a professional barber, but my ears didn't get cut off, and I got a trim. So, okay, here is your question of the day. Have you gotten a COVID cut? Presumably at home. Have you gotten a COVID cut? And what was it like? I got to say for mine that it was Yeah, a little bit of a nervous experience. I think about three quarters of it was not wanting to get my ears sliced, and about a quarter of it was just, looking ridiculous. But anyhow, have you had a COVID cut? Are you thinking of a COVID cut? And if you did get one, how did it go? Let's light up that chat box. I asked this question to two classes yesterday. One of the classes, the answers were kind of, yeah. And in the other class, hey, there were really some fun comments. So let's see what you got here. Hello, Daniela. Evan has not gotten a COVID cut, but he's thinking about it. He's on the cusp of it. Okay. Oh, Daniela is saying, look, she does it all the time. You cut your own hair, Daniela? Boy, I don't know how you do that, but I guess you've got that all worked out, huh? Let's see. Ethan, yeah, okay. You need to get some love beads, Ethan. So if you really want to look like a hippie, do that and do the peace sign. That was what hippies used to do back in the day. Now, what was confusing about it was also during the hippie era, President Richard Nixon used to use this to signify victory in Vietnam. And of course, the hippies were for getting out of Vietnam. So you had one side doing this for victory, and you had the other side doing this for peace. It's very confusing. Okay, let's see. Ziggy, you got a haircut before COVID-19. You're happy with it? Okay. Jackie, yesterday your brother finally let your mom cut his hair, and it didn't turn out too bad. Yeah, moms have magical skills. I think we've all learned that down through the years. Georgia, thinking about it, getting there. Okay, Ethan, interesting. It sounds like you're not really ready to pull the trigger on a COVID cut, but you're thinking about it. All right, Louie. Yeah, Louie, not willing to risk it. Louis, is it the fear of injury or the fear of just having a really ridiculous looking haircut that's keeping you? But here's a thought. Yeah, having a really ridiculous looking haircut, that could be a sign of leadership, right? I mean, Trump has weird hair. Boris Johnson of the UK, Prime Minister, he has weird hair. Kim Jong-un, who apparently is quite ill from what we understand, he's got weird hair. Can't bear to have a bad haircut. Okay. All right. Well, let's work around to what you guys are doing today. All right. Today's media note is about the digital divide. Let me see what Ziggy has to say here first. It's scary. First to let injury and looking ridiculous. Those were Ziggy's concerns before getting the haircut. Okay, let's talk about what we're doing today. The media note is about a thing called the digital divide. It's about online haves versus online have-nots. And usually when we think about the digital divide, we don't really think about people in the countryside, people way out in rural America. But today's media note will talk about those folks and how some of them have really found themselves on the wrong end of the digital divide. So listen to that media note on Club Media Note, then take your little media note quiz on Canvas. I had some students yesterday who had trouble finding the quiz, and it was because they hadn't gone to home first on Canvas. So go to home, scroll to media note quizzes, and then you'll see it. Okay. After you've gotten through the media note quiz, then you are to go through all of chapter 10. The lecture on chapter 10 is a little short. It's only 29 minutes. So I'm going to have you go all through it today. That's why we can have catch-up day on Thursday. Now, when you look for chapter 10 among the audio lectures, you will see that I've created a little emergency patch. Students notified me yesterday that the first couple of minutes hadn't recorded for some reason. And so I just did a quick re-recording of that first couple of minutes, and then the rest of it is on the regular audio file. You'll be able to see it when you look for it on Canvas. Well, all that said, I am going to be heading off to Canvas chat now. Any parting shots before I end the live stream? Okay, guys, I will see you in a few seconds over on Canvas chat.